Hello, everyone. If you're an online ESL teacher and you've ever thought there must be an easier way to manage lessons, students, packages, this live is for you. Today, I'm doing a quick 2025 year in review for Florentis Learning, what we built, what changed, and how those lessons are shaping what teachers will see in 2026. I'll also be showing you new Teacher Hub features that a lot of you specifically asked for. So before we get started, are you watching live? And if so, where are you watching from? If you're catching the replay, say hi in the chat as well. And feel free to ask any questions as we go through. I am happy to answer them. So we'll just give people a second. I can see I've got a few people who've hopped on, but I know there's a delay between the comments and what I see and you typing. So if you're here, please say hi. I love to chat with people while we go. And if you're new here, my name's Megan and I'm from Florentis Learning. I build ESL curriculum and teaching tools specifically for online teachers. And everything you'll see today comes directly from teacher feedback. So if you are teaching one-on-one, small group, or larger groups, let me know. So just drop a number 1 in the chat if you teach one-on-one, 2 if you teach small groups, or 3 if you teach both. And if you are new here, don't forget to click the subscribe button for more information on ESL tools and teaching tips. I love to share what I know to help online ESL teachers. So thinking about your own teaching, what was your biggest challenge in 2025? Parent communication, time, organization, student tracking? Let me know in the chat. And while you're doing that, I want to really start by looking back at 2025 because a lot of what we're rolling out now came directly from what I've heard from teachers. It's like, I need this, I want this, can you do this? And so I've spent a lot of time actually over the holidays doing a full upgrade to the Teacher Hub, and I'm super excited to show you that. I know that a couple of you saw it this morning because I did push it to the site last night. And I heard from one teacher that they'd logged on just to tell me how great it was. So they had used it and logged some lessons this morning. So I can't wait to share that with you. In 2025, and sort of the beginning of January basically marks 6 months since I've launched Florentis Learning. And in 6 months, we've launched 651 lessons and lots of worksheets, lots of workbooks, and we've added games, we've added assessments, we've got sort of a wide variety of things. And I'm super, super happy to help teachers who really are teachers just like me, teaching online classes, many to Chinese students early in the morning, and really to make things easier, to make it super easy to just hop on and teach, to leave feedback, to help parents know where students are progressing, and ultimately to promote your classes. So I don't add features just to add features. These updates did come from teachers saying, I'm spending too much time tracking things manually. So if you've ever tracked classes or packages in a notebook, a spreadsheet, or a notes app, just type me in the chat. I know I have used everything. I've used an Excel sheet. I've used Notion. I've used a combination of things. I've used some online apps, and ultimately I end up with things in a variety of places. So, what is sort of your teaching? Are you tracking in notebooks, a spreadsheet? Maybe you've already checked out the Teacher Hub and you're using that. Just tell me in the chat. So I think with that, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to switch and let you see what we have done. So I'm just going to switch my view, which went somewhere. All right. So here we go. So for those of you who haven't seen the Teacher Hub, this is the Teacher Hub. And when you log in to Florentis Learning, one of the things you may have noticed over the last little while actually was the new teacher dashboard. So this little house takes you to your teacher dashboard. Now when you log in, this is where you go. And so from here, you can jump around. You can browse the lesson library. You can get to your teacher hub. There is the video library. There's the new releases. So this is the new custom Florentis dashboard. Let me know in the chat if there's something that you would really like to have on this dashboard that is not here. I know one of the things that I was asked for just in the last little while was actually a way that people could contact me quick and easily on the site. So you'll notice the new little help button has appeared down here in the corner. And if you hover over this "Write to us," because you don't want that when you're teaching, just click the X and it will go away. And it will stay away for the duration of your lessons and really until you log back in. From here, I would encourage people to check out the new releases regularly. So I am committed to posting what it is that I've released. And obviously it doesn't go back very far because this is a new feature. But if you look really just at yesterday, there are 2 new phonics lessons, 3 new level 3 workbooks, and I'll give you a sneak peek into what those look like too today. There's a new level 1 lesson which was missing, which is the toys review, the Teacher Hub upgrade, and the initial version of the Agency Hub with teacher assignment has been launched. So I'm not going to really get into showing you too much about the Agency Hub. But if you have a few teachers working for you, you manage a small school, then the Agency Hub is for you, and I'd be happy to schedule a call and to jump on. So from here, we've got our dashboard. I'm going to just take us right back over to the Teacher Hub. And for those of you who are using the Teacher Hub, you would have noticed this morning that your Teacher Hub got a facelift. So I've moved some buttons around, made them more obvious, and made them easier to find. I also took your latest lessons and put them into this sidebar. So you can just click on it and you can click anywhere on your screen and it goes away. You will also notice a couple of fun new buttons, and I'll show you a little bit more about those in a minute, for packages. So now you can track packages. Now, not everyone wants to track packages, and if you don't want to, click on the new dashboard settings wheel, which is right up here in the corner. It will open this option and turn it off. When you turn it off, and you can turn it back on anytime when you're ready. So if you're not ready for it yet, just turn it off. And the reason is that when you have your parent link, and I will show you that. When you have your parent link, with that off, it's really important. So you'll notice that right now, I have it off for all of my lessons, and I don't see anything about the packages. If I return and turn it on, and I'll just do that without switching back for you, you will notice, I'm just going to do a quick refresh. I now have a section called lesson packages, and it says there's no active lesson packages right now. Contact your teacher to book a package. And so that is important that if you are not going to use it, just turn it off so that your parents don't see it. So hopping back over to the Teacher Hub, with the packages turned back on, you'll notice you have a package column. The package column tracks, and you're like, oh, Jillian has 6 of 5. And I'm going to show you that in a second because we can do bonuses and all of those things. The other thing you'll notice is your Start Next Lesson button. So this was added a little while ago, but it used to be over here in your Actions buttons. And so I've just pulled it out into its own button all unto itself. Also, you'll notice the pencil here beside the student name. That also used to be over in your Actions, and I've just moved it over to make it easier and cleaner to find. Let's take a look at the student page. And our student profile page has our tombstone data. It also has this general student notes. So I don't have any notes yet. I can edit a note. Is my, let's see, started lessons November 15th, 2025. So I can just put whatever I want in my notes, and now that will appear here. I don't have any assessments yet, and take a look right now at the lesson history and what you see. So what you see is you see the title, the date. Of course, there is a button to edit it or to trash can, get rid of it. But you also see the parent feedback. I am going to take us back to the Teacher Hub in just a second, and we don't even have to do that. We'll go right here and we'll record a lesson. So just record progress. So her last lesson was lesson 1, and you'll notice some changes here too. So if you happen to be teaching maybe a writing workshop or something like that, and it's not specifically one that's listed in our Florentis lesson library, just choose non-Florentis lesson, give it a title. And so in this case, maybe I'm going to call it a writing workshop. And I'm going to call it a group writing workshop. And so Jillian did a great job in class today. She wrote a story about a magic egg. Now, there's my title and my note. You still have your stars. So we're going to give Jillian some points. The date, of course, is there. This is your package credit stuff. If you are not using packages, this part will disappear. You do have a choice if you want to change it from completed to no-show to canceled, those types of things. You have an option for your class recording, your next steps, which is just a highlighted note for a parent. And there is this new teacher note internal private. Jillian enjoyed the group writing class. Talk to parents about participating in weekly writing group to support KET skills or flyer skills. We'll go with flyer skills. Now, I'm just going to save progress. So what I want to show you is, let's go back to the Teacher Hub. Let's jump into Jillian student profile. And you'll notice now you have this private note internal. So this note is there. The only person that can see it is you, just so that you have some confidence in that. Let's we'll go back to the Teacher Hub. We're going to open the parent link for Jillian. I will share that tab. You'll see here we've got our package tracking updated now. So you can see she has 5 left. And if I view the package history, because I said, oh, she had 6 of 5, I had given her a bonus credit for a referral, which is under the adjustments. And I'll show you that in a second as well. And here is that group writing class. And you'll notice down here that it gets a tag as external. Your teacher note is still there, and all of your stars are still there. And so, as you can see, the information that you put in your private note is not visible on the parent page. So very important. So back over to the Teacher Hub, let's create a package. So to create a package, I simply click Create a Package. I choose the student. I don't have to give it a name. I'm going to give it 10 credits. I'm going to go with today, and I can give it an expiry date if you want. I can put a note here for the parents if you want, but you don't have to. And I'm going to hit Create Package. And now you will notice Bobby, that we just created the package for, has 10 classes, so we see 10 out of 10. And if we record a lesson for Bobby, so Bobby is level 2, so you can see the last lesson we did was I'm thirsty. So core curriculum, level 2, food and food groups, and we did level 6, I'm thirsty. We're going to go with level 7, sweet and salty snacks. This is something that you'll notice has changed. So you'll notice that instead of saying student first, this now populates the student's name, so you can see exactly what the lesson looks like. You also should see the correct pronouns for he, she, him, her, his, her, those types of things. If there are any additional resources available from Florentis, they will be available right here. And you're just going to give you your stars again, and you can choose what you want. We completed the lesson, and I'm not going to leave an internal note this time. I'll save the progress. I am going to hop back to the Teacher Hub. So you can see very, very quickly, you can track progress, record progress. So, would the package tracking save you time, right? This was something that was built from teacher feedback. Is this useful to you to have package tracking? Let me know in the comments. Maybe it's yes, maybe no, maybe not yet. But let me know what you think. And on the dashboard, you'll notice that Bobby now has 9 lessons left. And I was just going to show you the parent link. And this parent link does work in China. You'll notice Bobby has 9 classes left. If I look under his history, we just see completed and the lesson title, and it's subtracted 1. If you have a student that has multiple packages, as packages are completed, there'll be another section that's added here for completed packages. So back to the Teacher Hub, the other thing that you will notice is we have a Start Next Lesson button. So you might have noticed that you actually have the option to set your next lesson. This next lesson button will appear for you, and you log your lessons. So if I go to my Start Next Lesson button, and I'm just going to open it in a new tab just so I can switch, it is going to take you directly to the lesson that you are ready to teach, which is the next lesson. And so here we are, all set to go, and I don't have to go to the courses menu and find the lesson. So this works well for lessons that are sequenced lessons. For lessons that are not sequenced lessons, if you're pre-planning your classes, you do have the option on the student profile page, and you would have noticed that, to actually assign the next lesson so that your next lesson button will be there for you. Oh, I didn't share that. And so you will see this assign next or first lesson on your student profile page, and that is another option to get it there. If you're using a session that is not sequenced, or maybe you're going from our core lessons to a speaking lesson, to a writing lesson, and using a mixture of them in a custom program. So again, that could be helpful for you right there. So if I go back to the Teacher Hub, we have the same features as before. So you can add your student, you can export your list of students, you can make a student inactive, and I think I maybe have some inactive. No, I don't. So you just click the little button here, which is active or inactive, and you can hide your students. And they don't disappear, they just move off of your main dashboard list. So those are our Teacher Hub enhancements. And I really, really, really hope to hear from you in the comments or send me an email. How this is, what you think. Is this what would make 2026 easier for you as a teacher? Does this help? Are there other things that you're like, oh, I wish I could see this on my Teaching Hub? By all means, let me know. While we're here, for those of you who are new to the Teacher Hub, don't forget that this section up here is your info for your parent reports. You fill it out once, you save it, and then it appears on the top of all of your parent reports. You can include your booking link, your email, you can include or WeChat or whatever you want for your messaging, and lots of things there. So that is our Teacher Hub updates. That gives us our dashboard updates. I showed you where to find the new lessons, and I think I showed you a lot of the new things. So in 2026, obviously I launched this yesterday, so this is part of 2026. But in 2026, I really want to continue to support you and to provide you with the things that you need and the things that will help you make your teaching lighter and easier. So with that, what would make 2026 feel easier? Better systems, better lessons, better communication. Do you need lesson previews? Do you need workbooks? What is it that you really want? And speaking of that, I did promise to share just to give you a glimpse of our workbooks. So workbooks are finished for level 2. They're finished for most of level 1, and they are finished for half of level 3. And let me just go back to my screen sharing for a second. And when you open your lessons, you'll notice at the bottom the additional resources. And so those additional resources, if I open a workbook, I will show you. They are beautiful. I might be biased, but I think they're beautiful. They're aligned with our lessons. There are activities for each lesson, so you can use them to assign for homework, lesson 1, lesson 2 homework, that sort of thing. This is a level 3 workbook, so a little bit more challenging, of course, than a level 1. There are review activities at the end. There's writing activities. So really lots of things here for students to help them consolidate their learning from class. And you can share these with the parents. They also are automatically attached to your parent feedback notes if you're using the Teacher Hub. I also will just jump over to a level 1 unit just to give you an idea of the difference. And let's open. I know they're in the first number, quite a few units. This one is mostly done. And I'll share the My Family. So here we go. We have the My Family unit. So you can see we've got some tracing in level 1. We've got more picture drawing. We've got, simpler fill in the blanks. So we have still, information to help consolidate them, but certainly more level appropriate for the students. And still review lots of fun activities. And there's still, we've added a word search, but it's pretty easy in case they want to look for the letters. So that is that. I'll just come back here. So I don't want to, sort of draw this out too long. I do want to hear from you. So if you're watching, please let me know in the comments. If you're watching the replay, then let me know too. If you have any questions, if you were like, I would like a video specifically on package tracking or whatever it is, then let me know and I'll make those. And so before I go, what would you like me to dive deeper into next? Teacher Hub tutorials, curriculum walkthroughs, business systems. Is there something that you're like, oh, I really need to know how to do this? I'll link the next video as well on the screen, and you can watch that next if you want to see the initial Teacher Hub walkthrough. Keep in mind that the look and feel has changed a bit, but if you're wondering about adding students and editing, those types of things, then you can check out that video. And let me know what you're working on in 2026. In 2026, I hope to continue to bring you more lessons. So we obviously are going to pass that 651. I'm hoping to finish up all of the workbooks from levels 1 through 3. Worksheets are already available for pretty well all of 4 through 6. And we've got worksheets for our advanced speaking lessons. Continue to build on those downloadable takeaways. The phonics lessons now have worksheets as well. If you need something and you're like, oh, I'm doing this and I need this, let me know and I can prioritize that for development next. And thank you all for choosing Florentis Learning and for supporting us over the last 6 months. I can't wait to see where we are in another 6 months. And Happy New Year.